Good afternoon, my name is Andy Tang. I am the CEO of Draper University. I'm also a partner with Draper Dragon Fund and Draper Associates Fund. I'm a fairly new parent. I have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. So there are a couple of things that I learned. One is let them realize they could be anything they want to be and be very sincere about it. But the second one is, be a consultant, not a manager. Give them advice, but not tell them what to do. Same thing on the entrepreneur side. As you work with founders, you do your diligence up front and you figure out, why you want to back someone. But the moment you back them, it's their gig. You're there to support them. Definitely don't tell them what to do. And then the third one is this idea of kids' self-regulation. Help them figure out how to regulate their emotions on their own. Because one day we're not going to be there. So same thing with portfolio companies. As they go through the journey of starting a business, allow them to make mistakes and learn from that, because it's really important they go through these stages. And the last one is, oftentimes in life, you have to rely on people around you. So with kids, you have to ask them to figure out ways to, rely on their siblings, right, instead of the parents, right? So we try to train the kids to help each other. So on the portfolio side, same idea, right? So we have over 100 portfolio companies. There's no way, just between a few partners, we could sort of help them on a daily basis. But what you do is you kind of turn around and say, you guys are siblings, you have to help each other out. Then suddenly you have 20 capable people that could help each other out. Those are the 4 things that I observe when I deal with our kids and when we manage help our portfolio companies with my partners. The goal is to treat your children like adults. Yeah. So you have to treat your entrepreneurs like they're already heroes or superheroes. Let them do their thing. Don't second guess them. In fact, you should second guess yourself if you have an opinion. We love public education. We believe in democratizing entrepreneurship education. So I think if you look at the higher ed, their curriculum typically is a bit more fundamental and it's harder to change very quickly. There's nothing wrong with that. They need to learn calculus, differential equations, physics. So they learn all of that and they come to Draper University and we could teach them about blockchain, we teach them about AR, VR. What we do is we complement that education in 2 ways. One is we teach the entrepreneurial spirit through a series of training exercises. And the second thing is we introduce them to bleeding edge technology. And we don't teach them with professors because we have 5 weeks with our students. So we bring in the CEO of startup companies. We bring our lawyers to teach them about protection of intellectual property. We bring in our academic colleagues from design school to teach them about design thinking. So, it's a very practical education that complements your 4-year college degree. We always think about what's your salary when you graduate. But at Draper University, we actually think about how many jobs you create as a metric. If you as a school educate students to go after a certain bleeding edge, and if you're a few years earlier than other people, they're bound to do something big in the space because they just have that much more lead compared to everybody else. Yeah. And then when they have that, they'll create jobs. And hopefully it works. This is my theory.